my friends. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hey, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you're back, welcome back. Today I'm here to do a WIP and Chat with you all. It feels like it's been a minute since we've done one of these, but if you are new and aren't sure what a WIP and Chat is, WIP stands for a work in progress. Chat just means we're going to chat and catch up a little bit. So I'm just going to be working on my diamond painting and talking with you all a little bit about what I've been up to. So feel free to whip out your WIP and we will go ahead and get started. So just to give you a quick rundown of what I'll be using today, in case you're not totally distracted by the name of this patty wax scent already. It was going through my old patty wax stash. It was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this scent. The name cracks me up. So some of what I have today is actually just in honor of Summer with the Masters. I wanted to share some love with the small shops that are sponsoring Summer with the Masters, since I realized this might be my last WIP and Chat. Maybe there will be one more. This might be my last WIP and Chat before Summer with the Masters ends, and so wanted to share a little bit of love by using some of the things that have been sent to me. So this itself, the scent, does not have anything to do with Summer with the Masters. However, Patty Wax is one of our sponsors. Patty Wax is one of our sponsors, and this is a scent they had, I think, like last summer. I don't even know how to describe what it smells like, but yeah, Patty Wax is one of our sponsors for Summer with the Masters. Randa's Crafty Corner is not sponsoring Summer with the Masters, but I am using her putty in my multi-placers. She's actually going to be sponsoring Jills and Chills, though, so yay for that. And then pen-wise, this is from Black Wolf Woodworks, who's not a Summer with the Masters sponsor, but this pen matches my kit really, really well, so I have that one pulled out. But then this pen was created for me by Butterfly Effectwares, and I'll be giving one of these away very soon as well. They used my piece, I believe Destiny was the main inspiration for this one, with the reds and the blues. I had sent over the different pieces I was going to be working on. I was like, whichever one speaks to you, you're welcome to use as inspiration. So huge thank you to Butterfly Effectwares. They are also sponsoring Summer with the Masters. And then I have a couple of different trays here. So first, this is from Elisa over at Butterfly Resin Gems, and she created this tray for me. This is, the piece in here is Zodiac by Alphonse Mucha, and this is on my list to maybe work on during Summer with the Masters, but plans may also have changed, but that doesn't make this tray any less gorgeous. She can do trays with different artwork in them, and I like all the gold flecks and the flowers, and she made a matching minder, so I have a Mucha Zodiac minder as well, so yay, thanks Elisa. And then I have my Muni made 3D printed trays. This is from the curated set that Muni created just for Summer with the Masters. This is the large one, and it has this floral on the inside of this one, and I have this small one as well, which is the same filament but just a slightly different print on the inside of the lid. The stopper is UV reactive, and when exposed to UV light, it turns a really pretty pale, it's not pale, it's a dark blue, but it's not like a really saturated dark blue, so it's really nice. These are only available during the month of July, so be sure to stock her her weekly drops for those. And then again, this is not from a sponsor, but this suits this artwork perfectly. This is from Agnes Little Minders, and it was from one of her collections last year, but just love this little guy. So yeah, and we have other sponsors as well, like Jaded Gem Shop, and shoot, I know there are ones that I'm missing. I'll list them below. And you can also see them in our other Summer with the Masters kits. Oh, Diamond Painting Shop is one of them. Yeah, lots of good stuff. So the kit that I'm actually working on is not a Summer with the Masters kit. To be honest with you, I needed a little break from Summer with the Masters kits. I don't know why. I think it's because I worked on a few really large ones back to back, and I was like, you know what, you guys, I need to work on a Diamond Art Club Square kit now. So that's what I ended up doing. But anyway, I'm going to set these off to the side. I think I'll use these for like cute, pretty display up here. And then I'll use my Muni Made and this other guy right here. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull back the cover. and we'll get started. So how are you guys doing today? Oh, I didn't tell you what this kit actually was. I just told you that it wasn't a Summer with a Masters kit. So how are you guys doing today? I still didn't tell you what this kit was. I'm so distracted right now, specifically by this little minder. So, okay. There we go. This kit is Star Maker by Diamond Art Club and Yume Art. So, like I said, ooh, sorry to shake you so badly. I did kind of a really easy setup here, just because I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so tired. I almost was like, should I just take a week off from doing WIP and Chat? And I was like, no, I miss doing these, because with Summer with the Masters, I've been putting up my event videos on Mondays, and just the weeks that I have Summer with the Masters videos, I haven't been doing WIP and Chats as well. So I miss you guys. I miss doing these. I feel like a lot has happened in the past 2 weeks. It really feels like a lot has happened. So general updates. Well, as far as crafting and YouTube goes, I finished a couple of kits. Since the last time we chatted, I finished Destiny, which was my custom. It was a John William Waterhouse piece for Summer with the Masters. I finished Woman in Gold by Klimt. It was from Diamond Dots and had some amazing special drills. And then I promptly decided to start this kit. So I definitely want to work on a kit from, incidentally, is from one of our other sponsors, Crafties. But I really like that kit a lot. It's Starry Night Over the Rhone. That is on my personal must-do list. It's a much smaller kit. I even debated kitting that up here in this WIP and Chat. I was like, no, I just want a diamond paint. I don't want to kit up right now. But yeah, so Summer with the Masters, though, the end is coming up here in just a couple weeks, and it's always so bittersweet. I have really enjoyed seeing the different projects everyone is working on, and seriously have been blown away by some of the massive projects that you guys have completed and just the huge variety of artwork. It's so much fun, and I love that lots of other people have gotten into this whole genre of artwork the way that Jessica and I have, so yay for that. Speaking of events, I did post the official announcement for Drills and Chills 2022. It is happening. I was getting asked about it nearly daily and I was like, we gotta get an official announcement up. And I was like, I don't have enough nailed down to put up the official video yet. That'll be coming this week. That's my plan. A video that has more details with all the specifics, but I was like, let me at least get an announcement out that it is happening. And as you may have seen, if you saw that post from me on Instagram, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, I always have that linked below in the description box of all of my videos. But if you just type in Diamonds and Washi on Instagram, I'm sure it'll come up too. But I put up a post there, and you may have noticed that I mentioned that Jessica is taking the year off. Jessica at Tiny Worlds of Wonder. Yes, we host Summer with the Masters together, and last year we hosted Drills and Chills together. But she just started a new job. I'll let her share all the actual details about that when she decides to, but she has at least posted publicly that she did start a new job and that things are a little intense. And I think she posted that it really brought her crafting time to a standstill. And so I was aware of that. We had been talking, and she was super gracious and sweet about it. But yeah, I was like, girlfriend, it's totally fine. You can take the year off of Drills and Chills. Come back to it next year. Or not. We just play it by ear. It's not a huge deal. It's don't feel guilty. Take care of yourself, your mental health, your personal life first. Now, I'm actually excited about the prospect of hosting solo in some ways. Do I think it's going to be a lot of work? Yeah. But at the same time, I've only ever co-hosted events before, and so it'll be it'll be interesting to see how different it feels to just be doing it on my own. Now, to be fair, I'm not going to be doing it 100% solo. Lindsay over at Emeralds and Fairy Lights is hosting her Festival of Witches event again. And we chatted for a little while, just, trying to see, like, how could this potentially look? Like, do we maybe want to try to combine our events in some way? Ultimately decided to keep the events separate because we feel like they each have, like, their own vibes, I guess, their own kind of like flavors, and that people might gravitate towards one or the other, which is completely fine. But at the same time, we're like, we can lean on each other. Like, obviously, we share a Facebook group, which, yes, I do co-host a Facebook group with Lindsay. It's called Diamonds and Emeralds over on Facebook. That is always also linked in my description box. But it's just a fun diamond painting community, and it is entirely licensed artwork is what we allow to be posted in there. We mentioned that in the questions you have to answer to join the group. Like, you have to agree that we do licensed artwork only. Rather, you have to agree to only share licensed artwork yourself in our group, since that's something we feel really strongly about. But where was I going with that thought? Completely lost that train of thought. So we share a Facebook group, and thought, like, well, you'll see a lot about both of the events in that group as well, and maybe we'll try to do some collabing. But yeah, so I think of our events as like sister events, and so we can totally like lean on each other. If like I want to take a week off from doing a video for the event, be like, go watch Lindsay's, Festival of Witches videos instead. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, I hope. And I have been brainstorming and planning, and I just feel excited. It definitely gets me in the mood for fall. We're in the middle of, like many of you, especially if you live in the States, we are really, truly in the middle of a heat wave. It's just not pleasant. And I finally feel like I officially hit the point that like my core temperature has gone up. And now I just felt like I was struggling to get cool. Like, it was like Adam and I both were like, it just feels so hot when we were trying to go to sleep last night. And that's not like normally a problem. So we don't actually have central air in our place, which, living in Southern California, like, it's usually not totally a problem. We have a fairly efficient wall unit. Like, not the kind that you have to like wedge into your window, but it's actually like installed like in the wall. I don't know, the previous owners did it, and we don't have like the money laying around to put in the duct work and everything to put in central air and heat. You might be wondering, well, how do you heat your house? It's something super old school and ridiculous that doesn't even fully work, called like, darn it, I hate when I do that. Is it radiant heating? It's like metal coils embedded in the ceiling. It sounds super freaking dangerous in my opinion, and it doesn't even work in our whole house. But again, Southern California, super mild weather. The coldest it gets, like even overnight, it doesn't drop below freezing. So it might get a little chilly overnight in our quote winter. It's just not that bad. So I don't know. And we tried to have a company out to repair it when our home was still covered under warranty after we bought. And they literally were like, yeah, no, this actually wouldn't even be covered under your home warranty because it would involve opening up the walls, because whatever problem is wrong with your radiant heating, it's like such a specialized thing that like no one really does anymore. And it was like this whole thing, and I was just like, oh, yet another way that like the previous owners I don't know, their cheapness is, we're paying for it literally. So Adam reminds me, he's like, let's not complain about this every time. I'm like, I know you're right, but I just guess I'm resentful and I don't want to let it go, because it's just not the first time that we've discovered something and we're like, oh my gosh, these past owners were super cheap DIYers, but they weren't good at it. So now we're running into like the problems from that. It's going to be awful if we ever like buy a different home, because I am going to be such a bear, like going over that place with a fine tooth comb and nitpicking every single little thing like during inspection. And yeah, because I just went in like way too naive on this one. It was first time home buyers here. So, yeah, anyway. So we have some other woes that we're dealing with as well that involve plumbing and a potential leak. And I'm dreading that as well. But anyway, I don't even know how I got on that topic. Oh, middle of a heat wave. I've been feeling really hot, and I just, let's see, I've had my channel for not quite 2 years yet, but I always complain when it's hot and when it's summer. It's just my least favorite time of year. I'm not about it. I'm not about it. But we power through anyway. So other things that are going on besides prepping for drills and chills. Like I said, I needed to take a break from doing some event kits, and I specifically felt like I wanted to work on a Diamond Art Club kit again, because I worked on a few kits back to back that were not Diamond Art Club kits. Now, here's the thing. Like, I am not actually, like, I'm not a Diamond Art Club snob. I'm a quality snob. And a lot of these, not to be fair, like these other kits, like some of them were really excellent quality. But there is something about coming back to a Diamond Art Club kit that it's like you know that the quality is going to be there. Like, these squares are a dream to work with, and the last square kit that I worked with, which was my custom, oh my gosh, the squares were a nightmare. The rendering was difficult. The symbols gave me a literal headache to read. It was just not a super relaxing or pleasant experience. Maybe that's what it is that at least for Diamond Art Club kits, it's like, I know exactly what I'm getting. I know exactly what I'm going to get from the rendering. I know exactly what I'm going to get from the drill quality. It just is super relaxing to come back to. So yeah, that's why I was like, I need to work on a Diamond Art Club square. I need the satisfaction of squares. Oh, I tried to shift those and popped a bunch of drills up. Where'd the fourth one go? Where did you go? Shout if you see it, okay? Okay, probably went flying. I don't know. Let's go turn it up somewhere. Anyway. But yeah, so I need your guys' opinions on something I'm debating on. I am planning for my final Summer with a Masters video, like weekly video, the one that'll be next week, a week from today. I was just going to do a recap of my finishes for this year's event. And I would like to know, would you rather see that video just be where I do the post reviews for the kits I've completed? Or would you like to see individual post reviews for each of the kits? So that would specifically include the summer Alphonse Mucha panel that I did from Diamond Painting Shop. It would include the custom that I did of the John William Waterhouse Destiny from Dreamer Designs, and would include Woman in Gold from Gustav Klimt, and then that was from Diamond Dots. And then whatever I get done on the Crafties kit, the Van Gogh. So I'm debating if I just want to do like, okay, let's just do one big post review video and have that be my last weekly Summer with the Masters video. Or would you still rather me have individual post review videos that maybe go a little bit more in depth on the individual kits, like in separate videos, like in a different week or something? Let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to both do like a brief recap for my last Summer with the Masters video and then also do like in-depth post reviews on each of them. But here's the thing is I feel like I always have a bit of a backlog of videos that I need to film, but I'm also trying not to overwhelm myself with content. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not doing too much, and especially like I've lost some of my daytime recording for a couple of different reasons that I guess I can go ahead and get into now. Because this just seems to be ever changing, especially here in the summer. But, so I'm pretty positive that Connor brought home, well, I think there's two ways that it could have happened. One of the kids brought home you-know-what from school. Two, Adam picked it up when he went into work one day, and then he brought it home. So yes, Adam and Connor both tested positive for you-know-what. Micah and I have been testing negative consistently. But to be fair, Micah and I had it back in January. And so apparently we still have maybe a little bit of lingering immunity because somehow Micah and I don't have it and Connor and Adam do. Honestly though, I've still been feeling sick. Like I've taken a few different tests at this point. Nope, they're all negative. Oh, there's that drill that went flying. I just have been feeling generally under the weather, like really tired, like a tickle in my throat and stuff like that. So, like I said, I keep testing, really feeling like I'm probably going to be positive this time. Nope. But what happened was that Adam started to feel under the weather, and we were supposed to see family that day. But just to be safe, it was like, you should probably take a test. Like, if you've got a tickle in your throat and you're feeling just generally like achy or whatever, like take a test. So he did and was positive. It was like, well, I guess we're not seeing family. Micah had a tiny bit of a runny nose. So that was on Saturday. Then Sunday, it was like, well, Micah's got a little bit of a runny nose. Let's go ahead and test him just to be safe. That was a whole ordeal because, fun story, my kids have incredibly sensitive gag reflexes. It is awful. Oh my gosh. Lindsay and I were empathizing about that the other day because she was saying that one of her boys in particular has just an insanely sensitive gag reflex. We regularly talk about how like her oldest and my youngest have way too much in common. Like they have a lot of the same like struggles and special needs and stuff. She shares about this like publicly in her WIP and Chat, so I'm not blowing up her spot or anything. But anyway, so Micah got so upset that he got sick. Like he was crying so hard and would not like calm down, even though of course we're trying to soothe him. That he made himself sick. So that was fun. And then in retrospect, I was like, oh shoot, is he actually like sick? Because then the next day, Monday, was that Monday or was that Tuesday? It doesn't matter. One of those days, Connor, I got a call from the school, like right about when the school day was ending. I had a call from the school and they were like, hey, we're going to need you to come pick up Connor. He threw up as his class was walking to get on the bus. And I was like, oh no, he had otherwise been like completely symptom-free, not a sniffle. Like, cause heck no, I'm not sending either of my kids to school with any hint of symptoms. Even like the possibility of symptoms, like when we know that Adam is positive for you know what. And so got Connor home. We were cuddling on the couch and stuff. And they were like, okay, he's going to need to stay home tomorrow just to be safe. And then as long as he's symptom free, he doesn't throw up again, he has to be like 24 hours out from that. Then he can come back on Wednesday. And then Tuesday rolled around and Connor was cuddling up with me on the couch. We were just having a little lazy PJ day at home. And I noticed that Connor felt warm and he was like, Mommy, my head feels dizzy. And I was like, no. So I went upstairs, got the Motrin and got a test and tested Connor and he tested positive. And I was like, crud. So I called the school, let them know. And they gave me like the whole rundown of, okay, so this is how long he needs to stay home. And if he tests negative on this day, he can come back on this day. Otherwise, he has to wait 10 days, blah, 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 blah. Like, cool. Wrote it all down. Good to go. Which, by the way, today was the day to test. And if he would have been negative today, he could have gone back to school tomorrow. Spoiler alert, he did not test negative. So, Unfortunately, neither did Adam. Adam had to miss out on a lot of his fun plans for the weekend because he was still testing positive and was not 10 days out. So that super sucks. So we have basically just been hunkered down at home this week. We have been doing virtually nothing because, of course, we don't want to take our kids to the park. We're not going to be those people. Anything we go out to like pick up, it's like, okay, let's get drive up so we don't have to go into the store. Okay, let's go through a drive-through, but wear masks as we're getting our food from the window. Side note, I'm pretty sure that like the people at Raising Cane's at the second window, I'm pretty sure I heard one of them make a crack about the fact that I was wearing a mask. I want to be like, for real? Are you serious right now? Like, really? It wasn't the person that was handing me our food. It was like someone further in the restaurant that was like handing something to the person who was handing me our food. And I thought I heard them say something to someone else about like, there's another one wearing a mask. And I want to be like, come on. I don't want to eat my food here anymore. Like, don't have that kind of attitude right now. Like, have you seen the numbers? Really? Like, do you know how many people I know that like avoided this for over 2.5 years and are now getting it? And we've had our pokes and our boosts and we still managed to get it. And we are not, like, we are very hygienic and like clean, wash our hands people. It still happened. So anyway, that's that update. And I just add this to the list of like, yeah, I guess it's just the year of being sick. Because I know I'm going to get some of you in the comments who are like, oh my gosh, Katie, your family just can't catch a break. I guess I just, at this point, I just shrug and I'm like, okay, well, here we go again. Like, I'm not, I wish my family weren't sick. I'm not doing it for attention. I'm not like setting out like trying to get sick. It's just finding us. So that's that update. Look at all this color blocking. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have had so much confetti with my old masters kits lately as I just multi-place like a mess. I've had so much confetti. That was the other thing that I was looking for. I was like, okay, I need a Diamond Art Club square, and preferably I need there to be some color blocking. This had a good amount of color blocking. It's so nice. This was one that I picked up when they did their special Michael's release last year. It was online only, I believe. I think that one has a little, let's pull that one up. And I think this was the first round of releases that we saw with some of the new squares. And I can tell, like, some of these colors definitely are the new squares. Some are the old. But, like, especially some of these dark drills, like the black drills. Oh, they're so shiny and sparkly and really good quality-wise. It's so nice. So other updates. Headache updates, I suppose, because you guys have been so sweet and encouraging about that. So I've been tracking my headaches, I realized, for just over a month now, and I was looking back at my log and saw that in 1 month, it was like from like June 11th to July 11th or something, or 12th, I had 11 or 12 headache incidents, and 1 or 2 of those were over multiple days. So that's, between 12 and 14 headache days in a month. Some three of those were migraines. The rest are regular headaches. This app is actually really nice because I'm able to track like everything from what my pain level was each time to like what medicine I took to what my symptoms were to what my potential triggers were. Like I can track all of the things, like where my pain is located. Hold on. And so I'll have all that information to give to my doctor. I want to track, I think, for like another month or 2 before I go back to her, though at the same time I probably should talk to her sooner than that because I tried taking Imitrex, which is my rescue medication that she gave me, or my as-needed medication that she prescribed. I tried taking it 3 different times when I had migraines, and it didn't seem to work. Like there was the one time that I took it twice, and the second time it worked. The second dose worked. So I don't know if I need just a higher dose or if I need a different rescue med. So, but that kind of spooked me a little bit because I was like, oh, shoot. Like, I thought this was going to be the ace up my sleeve. It's always kind of been like a miracle worker for my mom. Like, Imitrex has always been what kicks her headaches, her migraines for her. So I was a little spooked to see that, like, oh, shoot, this, like, just didn't work. Like, it just flat didn't work. So we'll see. I know that there are other migraine medications out there, so we'll see. But I also think it's interesting to, like, look at my log and go, okay, I've had this many headache days in a month and had to take at least Advil each time to get rid of them. Like, they never went away on their own. I always had to take something. And what's really sad is that without having considered tracking, I feel like I actually would have looked back at the past month and been like, oh, this wasn't too bad as far as headaches go. But then I look at it on paper and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of headaches. So yeah, I'm glad that my doctor told me to track them so that I can actually see the data on paper and go, okay, so this is what's going on. And yeah, so, oh my gosh, I'm making a mess over here. It's because I'm working at an angle because of the camera. And so I'm trying to, like, fix these if I multi-place poorly. And instead I'm pushing at them and just making diamonds go flying everywhere. I'm just a newbie over here. It's fine. What else is going on? So I think you guys will be entertained to find that I did a thing. I made a really impulsive decision yesterday where I was actually just chatting with Adam in hypotheticals and then was like, oh no, like, let's really do the thing. I filmed an updated stash video of, like, my whole diamond painting stash. That's what we did with art evening yesterday. I feel like my back is still so sore today from hauling boxes all over. So for one, I have the majority of my kits stored out in the garage, and so I had to haul all of those in. But then I have a lot of them stored upstairs, like under beds and in closets. Like I store all of my Mandy Manzanos, like, under our bed and stuff like that. So I had to haul all of those downstairs. And then we put together this thing. I'll wait and I'll just let you guys find out, like, when you see the thumbnail. But, like, I had this specific thing in mind that I wanted to do for the thumbnail for that video. And Adam helped me with that. And that was kind of the caveat. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I really don't want to do this by myself. Like, I would much rather do this, like, with help. So for those of you that are wondering, does Adam know about the size of your stash? Yep, he sure does. And he saw them all in one place yesterday. So that happened. But that was a lot of fun to do. But then just, like, I wanted to have, like, kind of a system to how I showed the kit, since then I was having to kind of, like, organize them. And then I would basically film in little clips and segments, because I would put, like, a round of kits on my table, be like, okay, here are all of, like, the Diamond Art Club kits from these artists, and okay, now here are all the Distracted by Diamonds kits, because I can only fit so many on my table at a time. Then I would show each of those and then set them down, and I'd only get through so many before it was like, okay, I'm out of table space again. Now I have to shift all of these completely out of the way, and then bring over the next round of kits. So it was very time consuming. And like I said, my back is just sore. I also decided to take the opportunity to add labels to the bottom of each of my kits because of how they are stored in the garage. It's actually kind of a huge pain when I want to try to go find a kit that I want, because I just have them all stacked with just the end of the box facing me, and there's no title or anything on there, so I'd have to, like, pull out slightly each of the kits until I could see the image and then know, like, what that kit was. So I got these labels. I showed them in a small shop haul a couple weeks back from the Add More Zest shop. She has a YouTube channel as well, but I bought these from her shop, and I just, before we took everything back out to the garage, I was like, let me get labels on all these. Like, this is the perfect time to do it. I also have a big stack, actually, of kits just to my right, just over there, that are my de-stash pile. No, there are not any like really crazy popular retired kits in there or anything like that, but I do have some kits I would like to try to de-stash at some point. I'll most likely give my Patreon members kind of like first dibs if they want, but like I said, there's not anything super crazy rare or anything, and I'm not looking to like make money, especially like the ones that I got as sneak peeks or whatever, which I do have permission to get rid of, but I've spent a lot of money on shipping to give them away, and so I'm just hoping to like cover the shipping cost and then maybe recoup some of the shipping cost for the giveaways that I've done. So we'll see, but yeah, so that will be happening at some point, but I have no promises on when. Okay, we're almost done with this section. It's gonna be fun. But I don't know when that de-stash video is actually going to go up, because basically all that I filmed last night of that was just the actual showing all of the kits. I want to film like a little intro and outro, but I was way too exhausted to do that last night. I was like, let me just film showing all the kits. I know it's going to take me forever. And yes, it did, especially because I have significantly more kits now than I did in the stash video I did, I think that was April of last year. So it took so long, even though I tried to be really organized about it. But anyway, that'll be fun. Maybe my thumbnail idea will start like a new trend and everything too, because that was the thing. Like I've seen, and I told people to do it, but I've seen a lot of people do the same like pose and concept as far as like what I did for my thumbnail for my first stash video. I've seen a lot of people do the same one. Again, I told people to. Lindsay asked me about it, I think, first, and I was like, ooh, I almost dropped my pen on the floor. I was like, no, just do it yourself. Like, make it a thing. So she did. She was like, I don't want to steal your idea. I don't want to get accused of copying. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm telling you should do it. So, and I don't have a monopoly. Like, that's just silly. I don't have a monopoly on a pose. Like, that's not going to make or break your channel whether or not you use this pose. So don't even worry about it. All right. Let me cut and peel back this cover. I get asked a lot, by the way, like what I use to cut the plastic cover without cutting through the canvas. Oops. This is a ceramic, like a pen knife cutter, a ceramic knife. You can see that little pokey part on the end. It's really hard to get in focus because it wants to just grab my hand. There you can see it. It's just like, it's ceramic. It literally, it doesn't do anything. But it's so shallow, and because of the material or whatever, I have never had this cut through canvas, like literally ever. So I always have this linked in the description box in my WIP and Chats. I had gotten this one from one particular shop that I don't think sells it anymore. You can get these on AliExpress. You can get it on like Amazon. I think that's the one that I linked in my, what was that? Oh. I just heard a sound. I was like, that sounded like a snake. I think the one that I linked in the description box is just on Amazon, but I mean, you could see a lot of accessory shops sell them on Etsy too. They should not be expensive. Like, it should be a few bucks. The end. Anyway, peel back this cover. Look at these pretty flowers. I love this kit. It's so happy and so pretty. So this minder is actually detached from the magnet, so it's just gonna sit there and look pretty. What are we talking about? Completely left my brain. That is mom brain for you. But the stash video. But yeah, everything hurts and I'm dying. Is that Parks and Rec? Does Leslie say that? Where'd I put that pen? Oh, literally in the tray in front of me. You guys, I'm feeling so incredibly scatterbrained, like almost brain foggy. And that was another reason that I was like, do I have the thing? Because brain fog, that was the thing that I had when I had it in January. I don't know. Anyway, so I have still been, I'm going to reload this with a little more putty. I've still been feeling like I have wanted to hop between shows, and I've just kind of felt twitchy about what I want to watch. And how did it come up? But long story short, I ended up rewatching Lost. I'm on season 1 right now. Adam and I watched it forever ago. And I did like a partial rewatch at some point and never finished it. The second time around, we watched it all the way through the first time around. It was after the whole show had aired. Adam caught some of it while it was like airing live, but I was one of those people, and I know that it's super obnoxious when people do this, but for some reason, whenever there's like a bandwagon thing that it's like everyone is doing this thing, and particularly if I'm being told over and over and over again, oh my gosh, you should watch this show, it's the best. No, Jacqueline, I'm not talking about you and Cobra Kai, I promise. This has more to do with like worldwide, not worldwide, that's kind of an exaggeration, but just like large scale like societal trends, and Lost was one of those, right? Like everyone was like, oh my gosh, this show is amazing, you have to watch it, blah blah blah. I would just be like, I don't know, like I'm so tired of people talking about it. Like I now I have really no interest in watching it anymore. So I was one of those people. Super, super obnoxious. But then a few years after it had aired, Adam and I think we were newlyweds at that point. He had been trying to get me to watch the show forever, but we were out here and we were still working on like job hunting, and we needed like just a fun, like a show to watch while we were like filling out job applications and whatnot. And for some reason, Lost is kind of what like we sort of accidentally ended up on. And I found myself getting like totally sucked into it. So then we ended up binging the whole show in like, I don't know, a month or two. And yeah, so anyway, like I said, I've been looking for shows to watch or rewatch, and I ended up on that one, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I remember a lot from the first time I watched it, but like not necessarily everything. But I feel like I just generally have a really bad memory. Like if I've only seen something once or twice, or like heard a song once or twice, I feel like I really haven't absorbed it. I really feel like I need to like see a show or a movie or what have you multiple times for me to like fully absorb it. I think this is a thing. I think this can be a thing like with people that are autistic, which, hello. Strongly suspect that I am. I'm working on trying to find someone that actually, like local, that actually specializes in diagnosing adult females, particularly with autism, which is like nearly impossible to find. But anyway, like, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's like a face blindness thing or something, but I just don't absorb on one viewing or hearing. Like I can go and see a movie, have an amazing time and absolutely love it, and walk out, and if you try to ask me what it was about, I'll really struggle to tell you anything specific about it. I need to see it a couple more times, and then I'll feel like I actually have, like my brain has actually absorbed it. And it's not that I'm not paying attention. It has my full attention. But it's like it doesn't, I don't know, transfer to long-term memory or something. Anyway, so all this to say, I'm enjoying rewatching Lost. It is on Prime Video. Weirdly, like we pay for Amazon Prime, but it's still, I don't know if there's now different tiers of Prime Video, even if you have Prime, but it's like having me watch ads intermittently. And I'm like, I didn't think this was supposed to be a thing since we're paying for Prime. And Adam was like, I don't know if that's right. It's like, I don't know. It's not that big a deal. They're actually really short ads. It's not like the really obnoxiously long ones that Hulu serves. But anyway, so that's my show of choice at the moment. I also have people regularly suggest, like, why don't you listen to audiobooks or to podcasts while you diamond paint? And I was trying to explain, I'm like, there's something about it that it like doesn't check enough like sensory input boxes for me. Like I have a really hard time getting into audiobooks or podcasts while I'm diamond painting. It's like there's something about a show. I don't know if it's that I can occasionally look up and watch something, or something about like there's a plot there. I don't know. I don't know. But what else was I going to say? Oh, just a general note. This is entirely unrelated. Like, complete non sequitur here. Just generally speaking, I just want to send out a little gentle reminder here to please be kind. And this doesn't even apply to just one situation. I've just seen some shenanigans lately from different people. I ran into some shenanigans a couple weeks back, where like the way that I was talked to was kind of like I had my jaw on the floor, and I refused to be gaslighted and stood my ground, and then and blocked and all that. So that was fun. And all kind of started about a way that I was talked to about an event. It was a whole thing. I'm not going to get into more than that, but I feel like I have a much more acute understanding of why, like before I was someone with a YouTube channel, why I would so often hear content creators reminding people, almost sounding like a broken record and almost having me going like, wow, this is getting kind of obnoxious that you're saying this all the time. They would say, I'm just a person. Like, I'm only human. Like, I am, in fact, a human on the other side of the screen. So, like, I'm not a robot. I'm not like a big conglomerate like business or something. And now I feel like I have a lot more appreciation for that sentiment and find myself wanting to say that a lot and be like, I'm just a person. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 kids with special needs. They will always and forever come first, of course. Like, I have a husband, like that is always going to come first. And just general, like real, quote, real life, life outside of YouTube and diamond painting, like responsibilities. And so, like, this is not my entire identity. It's a big part of it and I love it, but it's not where I don't literally just eat, sleep, breathe, YouTube, responding to messages and, functioning as like doing something for the community, I guess. Again, I love all of it, but just sometimes I feel like, I don't know, the expectations are disproportionate, from others. So I don't know. Along with that, whether you're a content creator, a small shop owner in particular, like, I want to remind you that this community is pretty darn small, like in the grand scheme of things. Many of us talk to each other and know each other, especially if we've been around for a while. Like, lots of us know each other, and there are a ton of established like friendships, acquaintances, business relationships, kinds of things in the community. And the ones that have lasted long term, the people that have been around long term, are the ones that aren't trying to be cutthroat and unkind to others and stir up trouble or stir up drama. So I think it's perfectly normal for people to not get along, but the correct way to handle that is to handle your business like as privately as you can, like as much as you can. And like, I don't know, I just have seen a lot lately, and I just want to be like, okay, everyone, let's take a deep breath and let's focus on what we're all here to enjoy. But I don't know that I would ever like have it in me to be like a small shop owner. It seems like it is so cutthroat. So I am just going to focus on trying to be positive in the community and be supportive of people, and I would encourage you guys to do the same. I know drama is like fun to get involved with and stuff, but like it's fun in the short term, but it can be really, really damaging to people and to the community and to businesses long term. So everyone take a deep breath and let's focus on the good as much as we can. So that's my soapbox that you did not ask for. This is what happens when I don't do WIP and Chats every week. So I, in some ways, I'm looking forward to maybe Summer with the Masters wrapping up in a way, just because I'm like, I miss doing my weekly WIP and Chats. I'm thinking for Drills and Chills that my weekly event videos for that will be on like the weekends. Christmas or something, since I feel like during the week I tend to have more commitments as far as like if there are sneak peeks, like the regular weekend sneak peek and or a midweek sneak peek sometimes, and other various unboxings and stuff. And I don't know, I feel like for just people in general, maybe midweek event videos, like if I'm only doing one event video a week, that maybe the weekend is a better day to put that up. But feel free to let me know if you guys have a preference about that. As far as like what day you'd like to see the weekly drills and chills videos, there will be most likely be weekly giveaways, just like there have been for Summer with the Masters, which, by the way, if you are waiting to hear from me about prizes that you've won for me, I am so behind. Honestly, my house being sick, the emails in particular are the one thing I have really, really fallen behind on. So I apologize if you are listening and going, Katie, what is happening? I'm really sorry that I've left you hanging. I'm going to try my very, very hardest to get all caught up on that this week. Also, this whole tripping over my words a bunch. Again, I'm like, what is happening? I get tongue-tied easily, but really, really stumbling over my words and sentences tonight, it feels like. So I'm like, am I sure that I don't have the thing? But anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and try to wrap up this WIP and Chat here. As far as what you can expect this week, I will have some sneak peeks and unboxings. I would like to, there was something in particular I wanted to, the drills and chills, like actual announcement video that goes over the different, like I guess rules sound so harsh, but like the requirements and stuff like that, and guidelines and stuff like that. So my goal is to have that up this week. I need to film that. Again, my impulsive decision to film an updated stash video last night means that I didn't film a whole lot else. But since Connor is going to be home with me the next few days, I might still try to film in the mornings when he's here and just know that, like, okay, he may make a little bit of noise in the background some, and that's just, is what it is. But he's usually, he's pretty good. You could hear him in some of my unboxings that I put up, the past couple unboxings I put up. But no one was like, oh my gosh, your sick kiddo is coughing or talking in the background. That way I can get my evenings back a little bit more. So anyway, you guys, let's see. So we're at the end of the video here. The questions that I asked were, first, would you like me to break up my post reviews for my Summer with the Masters finishes, which included my custom from Dreamer Designs and that Muka panel of Summer that I did from Diamond Painting Shop, and Woman in Gold, and hopefully some of Starry Night Over the Rhone as well. Do you want me to break those into separate post review videos that just like go up during the week? Or are you good with me just doing one general recap video where I go into a little bit less detail, but you still get to see the completed canvases and stuff? And that would just be my weekly video for Summer with the Masters that goes up a week from today. Which would you prefer? All in one video or separate individual post reviews? And then my other question was, do you have a preference on what day of the week I do my weekly Drills and Chills event videos? Those will have a variety of different topics, kind of similar to how Summer with the Masters, it just has been kind of a grab bag as far as what the topics have been for each of the Summer with the Masters videos. I think it'll have kind of a similar variety style as far as topics go, but yeah, if you have a preference on what day of the week those go up, let me know. All right, so if you made it all the way to the end of the video, why don't you put up a tiger emoji? There's a tiger emoji, right? Or some kind of big cat emoji if there's not a tiger, since the kit we're working on is Star Maker and it has a water tiger in it. That's a tiger swimming through water and it's blue. I was like, this is perfect because this year is the year of the water tiger, the Chinese New Year. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Sorry for my random soapbox there towards the end. Every once in a while I get one of those in my system and I feel like I got to get it out of my system apparently. But thank you for hanging out with me. Let me know as well how you're doing in the comments, how your weekend was. I hope that you are staying healthy, you and your loved ones. Like I said, it seems like so many people are getting sick that managed to avoid this thing for 2 years. And yeah, so make sure you're washing those hands. Anyway, my friends, I'm really going to let you go. Have an amazing start to your week. Please like this video before you head out. I would appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, you made it all the way to the end, you will probably like it here. So feel free to subscribe and hit the button to be the bell to be notified when I share new videos. All right, my friends, have an amazing week. I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.